never hungry, but I ate that. I keep on winning and they hate that. And they hate that. And they hate that.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. And then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away.
Ray McCloud deep for Pittsburgh.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
Here's Roethlisberger.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And some room to maneuver. Running right through him. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
They'll run here with Ballage. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kalen Ballage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return, Phillips. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Remain for second down.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. They can't hang with us.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Can. Dot. 11 MT. 11 MT. Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Tyson Alualu gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 55.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
11 MT. He's not going to get me.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready, hot. 11. Got three down. 11. Mike, 93's the Mike. Switch up. Check, 93's the Mike. Watch the screen.
Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Thomas. 55, Mike, got 55. Check pass, check pass.
Burrow looking to pass. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Here we go. Coming to you, coming to you.
Big 13. Big 13.
Now Joe Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Check 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Check 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the pass. Check 93.
Now Burrow on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On second down, it's Harris. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On second down now, Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Mike 55, right there, 55. Tackle.
11, stop.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Mike 55, check 55, Mike.
11, mighty. 11, mighty.
55, Mike 55.
Now it's Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Check 93's the Mike, 93's the Mike. Let's go, D.
11 MT, 11 MT.
93's the Mike, 93's the Mike.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Steven Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Ray McCloud to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
11 Thomas.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
12, 12, 12.
Looking to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Steven Sims Jr. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McLeod now on the return. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. McLeod now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Balaj. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run with Ballage. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets them to about the 44. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards the pick up there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got that kept them in field goal range? You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow will throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one hauled in by Sample. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. This game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Second down and 8. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stopped him well short.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. First down. Here's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
passing here. Joe Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options. And while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
After the sack on first down, Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally stop it, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Forced out. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. A handoff to Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Big hold of the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Burrow on first down. That's complete to the tight end Sample. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Burrow. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run again with Harris. Break. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter. It's Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought, at all that would be their last points of the game.
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,